If you were affected by the words of Lydia, then step for one moment into the shoes of her parents. Imagine having to be the one to wake your child up in the morning and tell them what has happened. Imagine being the one to tell her how little she's going to see of her siblings, who she idolises, from that moment on, and telling her that life from now on is going to be oh so different. Imagine having to hear this and then be questioned by the police without her mum, her comfort blanket, and one of the only few people left in the world that she can trust. Imagine having to tell her that the people we have told her since she was tiny, who were there to protect her, are the very people who are failing her. They're failing her because the justice system, when it comes to child victims, is very much broken. Imagine when you as an adult can't understand everything, trying to answer her questions as to why the very system that not only failed her before when the signs were there, they were swept under the carpet by authorities. But now, after that very person was arrested, that someone in their wisdom decided that it would be a good idea to release him on bail. Imagine what it's like to be sitting in a cafe having lunch with your child and to watch her disappear under the table, only to look under and see her as white as a ghost and shaking like a leaf. Ask her what's wrong, only to be told, when she's calm enough to speak, that she saw him on a bus that passed and she was so scared. Then trying to reassure her that his trial would be soon and that he couldn't hurt her anymore. And maybe he couldn't, but the fact is that the trial got postponed and postponed again, traumatising her just as much as he had put her through. Now try to imagine all of that's fried your brain, what effect it's got on a child that's already been abused and assaulted. Crimes against children should be top priority at courts, and perpetrators who have done wrong against children should not be bailed. Children are not mature enough to comprehend it all. They need some semblance of closure ASAP. And while I can appreciate that COVID played some part in the delay, 2.5 years for an actual trial date is a joke, especially when the prospect of having to go to court as a witness is hanging over their head. There must have been some way that serious crimes could have been proceeded to trial a lot sooner. A closed court, video linking, socially distanced jurors, which if the court was closed then it would be quite straightforward. I realise we were living in unprecedented times, but we're meant to be dealing with intelligent people here. Lydia was convenient when she was helping build a case against this heinous and poor excuse for a human being. But when she needed the support, where were the answers to why this was happening? Where were they? When the court dates for numerous first diets were happening and then postponed, why is it that I had to phone the court to find out what was happening? No one was ever in contact with us to let us know. That needs to change. The people who are directly affected by the case have the right to know what's going on. This also needs to change. You might have guessed that I'm pissed off. It's not helped that the supposed system in place to protect innocent people fail and make them just as much as a victim as the accused has in the first instance. It took the court so long to proceed to a trial date that the person who hurt Lydia and her siblings died. This is another fault in the system. Where's their closure now? Oh, he's dead. That's it. Case closed. Bye-bye. So long. Farewell. Don't call us. We won't call you. The fact that he's dead doesn't make a difference to Lydia or her siblings or any kids like them. They still need some justice in some way, some recognition for what they've been through. Now, are my words likely to make a dent in the conscience of people who not only failed my children, but other children like them? Probably not. But hopefully the words of Lydia might be enough to resonate the message that things need to change. And not just to say, oh well, we need to change things, but to actually change them. It shouldn't take for a child to point out where the system is failing, and you really should be ashamed of yourself, but it seems that it does. As Lydia said, things need to change.